We're live. We're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the program. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here, Auntie Jen. We're live from Zermatt, Switzerland, for today's date, Tuesday, October the 8th, 2024. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Kind of a very cloudy, overcast session here. We really got rained on here in the last couple of hours here in Zermatt. I don't know if you'll even be able to see anything here. Let me just do a quick unplugging of my plugs. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this outside or not. Yeah, there's a condo across the way there, and up there. I don't know if this is working or not. There's my finger. Okay. Up there in that top triangle there, there. That's supposed to be the Matterhorn Mountain. But you see that yellow tree there? That was bright green a week and a half ago when we got here, just like the pine tree. But it's now all yellowed out, and soon the leaves are going to start to fall here in Zermatt. Winter is coming, and the snow is falling on the tops of the mountains, and the snow line is every day coming down and down and down. And so it's time to get going. We're going to have to leave. And so we're going to go north to get away from winter here to Hamburg, which will be a 1 hour plane ride from Zurich, nothing serious. But we're at sea level, not at 5,000 feet. And after we've been in Hamburg for 4 days, we will get on board the Queen Mary 2 for our return trip to North America and New York City. And we look forward to seeing some of you near Times Square on 44th Street at Carmine's Saturday, the 26th of October. That is in 16 days. If you're hungry, come and see us. I'd love to have you. Welcome all to the program today, and thank you for joining us. The futures market at the moment is positive in the U.S. side, negative everywhere else. So I don't know if this American exuberance is going to last much longer. We're up 56 points on the Dow, and that's not saying very much because we dropped almost 400 on the Dow yesterday. So to lose 400 and get 57 back, it's a dead cat bounce. This is going to last 5 minutes if we don't get any serious buying interest. The S&P is up 21. The Nasdaq's up 75. Fractional moves higher from yesterday's drops. Crude down $1.43 at 75.71 a barrel. So we're starting to slip back to the 75 level. The problem with oil is that there's an expected response from Israel to Iran coming. And the question is, what sites, what targets does Israel have in mind to respond to the Iranian missile barrage last week? If it's oil's exporting facilities and pipelines and processing centers, then that won't be good for the price of oil overall. It'll be great if you're a producer, but it could create a shock in the oil market. So there's a lot of wonderment going on, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. You'll see it in the press. We'll figure it out. Richard Carlin, good morning. CKT, good morning to you. Tom, good morning. Jeff, Parsley Smart, start trimming all Magnificent 7 and AI positions. Market correction incoming. Jeff, I'll tell you something right now. And good morning, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Would love to see you become a member. Jeff, I can tell you right now, if you're an option writer, you don't have to worry about it. If you're a holder of these stocks, and that's the only thing that's going to make you money is the upward movement of these 7 companies, well, then you will have to pay attention to AI concerns import-export concerns, restrictions on chip development and selling, and all kinds of issues. Justice Department, investigations, European investigations, on and on and on it goes. If you're an option writer, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. You just take your positions with your contracts, and you can literally enjoy the Magnificent Seven shares by writing options on those seven or any of those seven without owning one single share of stock. And there is the secret to being an option writer, making money from options, and you don't even own a single share of stock. It's a beautiful thing. Let the markets go crazy. It doesn't matter. James of the Misty Tree. Lucky number 15 today. Eddie Martin is here. Good morning, number 18. Thank you. B. Tisdale, I forgot Affleck was Batman too. That's right. Larry Titus, good morning, all. Number 20. B. Tisdale, Christian Bale was the best, though. Really? Christian Bale, huh? Corinne, number 25. LLK is here. Big E is here. Welcome, all of you. Thank you for these thumbs ups, letting us know what thumbs up number you are. The man, Christian Bale, should be on that list before Ben Affleck. June, good morning, everybody. Good morning, June. June, Christian Bale. I'm thinking Bruce, Christian Bale. Charlie C2, good morning, all. Number 35. Lorraine is in the house from Atlanta, I'm assuming. How you doing, Lorraine? Maybe New York. Number 37 today. Aurora's here. How you doing, Aurora? Ricardo Canales is here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Depeche is in the house as well. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, and welcome to the program. Great to have you all with us from wherever you are today. Welcome all. Halle Berry was the best Catwoman. There have been a few Catwomen over the years. Eartha Kitt was a Catwoman. That's true. Yes.
She had the voice.
She did have a unique voice as Catwoman. Jeff Presley, Bruce, I agree with you. With options for sure, says Jeff. You can control your risks. That's true. Yes, indeed. If you're if you're trying to quit a day job, for example, let's say you've got $50,000 that you can scrape together to manage, and you're trying to quit a day job. You need cash flow. You need revenue into your hands. You can't put $50,000 into a dividend-paying stock that pays 3% dividend yields and quit your day job. I mean, you're bringing in $1,500 a year on $50,000. No, that's not the strategy. So how do you quit a day job with 50 grand, available? If you own $50,000 of a stock, you can write options on a stock, call options. But unfortunately, I don't think those premiums will allow you to quit your day job. I don't know if you'll have enough. You might be able to get a third of your paycheck replaced with the premiums if you write long enough dated calls with enough premium. But no, if you've got 50 grand and you want to quit a day job, you're going to have to bring in $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And to bring in that kind of money on 50,000, that's an 8 to 10% yield per 30 days. There's only a few ways to do that. And one of the ways that is being done by some of you is where you are writing credit spread option trades. You don't own the stock. You can do credit spreads on any stock you pretty well want, although I would highly recommend you do them on the most liquid of trading markets. So you want to be into probably the Magnificent Seven, one of those, three of those, I don't know. Perhaps SPY triple Qs might be the other instruments you might use. And you're going to be into weekly and bi-weekly expiry dates. You're going to be into short-term turnover contracts where you're going to write $5 and $10 credit spreads. And you're going to know how to do all this because you are a follower of this channel and you went to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, a long time ago, or today, get on it. And you're going to head over here to Bruce Farmer at Stock Markets with Bruce.ca. You can head over there And you're going to then start taking the classes to understand how options work. If you of course you go to that website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, you're going to see the my homepage right there with my mug on it. Then you're going to go to the tab that says classes, and there you are. And you're going to scroll down, and you're going to start checking out the classes. And class number 1 and 2 are right there. Those are the first 2 you're going to take. Once you've done that, you take 1 and 2. If you're a newbie, you're going to now be able to start opening up option account, trading accounts, depending on which platform you like to use. And you're going to go after a practice account. You're going to open up a practice account right away, and you're going to start to learn how to write options. You're going to literally write stock options, put options inside a practice account. In the meantime, you will go to class lessons number 3 and 4, and you're going to head over to lessons number 5 and 6, and you're going to start taking these. You're going to get up here to class number 7s and classes 7s and 8, and once you do that, you're going to learn how to earn income from writing put contracts, how to trade stock option credit spreads. You're going to be doing this, no doubt about it. Number 9, 10, you're going to learn butterfly options. How does Uncle Bruce pick his stocks? A lot of psychology in these markets. You're going to go to 11 and 12 using poor man covered call winning, writing strategies to quit your day job, stock options, rollover strategies, calls and puts. You better learn all this stuff. You're going to move into number 13 and 14. Stink offers, stink bids, psychology of the markets, how to maximize profits from writing stock options. You're going to do all of these without question. Then you're going to head for number 15, advanced poor man covered call strategies, because you have to keep learning and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning, because you never stop learning. Number 16, how to use other people's money to profit in the options market. Iron condors are in that one. Boy, do you want to learn that. And 17, fixing option trades and adding cash with smart spreads, without question. For some of you, and eventually for all of you, you'll eventually do this. You will eventually contact me, and you'll have a private one-on-one conversation with yours truly. And you'll say, Uncle Bruce, I need to get together with you. If I can get 1 hour alone with you on camera, this would be the best thing. We record this privately. I send you a copy of this recording, and then you can rewatch this again and again and again to understand what we're talking about, because I need to understand your situation, because each one of you is different from everyone else, and we got to figure out what works best for you and what will not. But there are 17 lessons out there, and you cannot do this in one day. That's not going to happen. If you're going to become an option writer and you want to quit your day job, then this is going to be your new job, your new profession. And if you know anything about a profession, you have got to be educated on how these work, and experience and practice and patience. And so for a number of you, I know you have taken the classes. You've been with me. You've had one-on-ones. You've been writing. You started writing covered calls. Then you began to try to write cash secured puts. Then some of you started to dip your toe into a poor man covered call writing. And then you began to look into credit spread writing. And for some of you, you found that as soon as you learned how to write poor man covered calls and cash secured puts and calls and put trading, you knew all about that. You already were quitting your day job. But for some of you out there with smaller accounts, you figured out, oh my God, $50,000 at my disposal. I can do $1,000 credit spread trades. That's 50 at a time. I can do 50 credit spread trades at a time. Very conservatively, I can do 10 NVIDIAs and 10 Apples and 10 of those and 5 of those and whatever. options expiring this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after the Friday. Uncle Bruce, you have opened up a world that I had no idea even existed. I thought I knew stuff about options. I didn't know about this. And oh my God, I am able to generate revenue from the shrinkage of these conservatively way out of the money contracts every Friday. It's unbelievable how many contracts every week I roll over and take this dough. It's insane. And yet, many of you out there who've done this, you've gone out there and you've been able to make some money, and you've tried to tell your best friends and your work companions and your relatives all about what you're doing, and no one does. Nobody wants to do what you're doing. It's incredible. They won't even try it. It's unbelievable how alone you find yourself. But that's the best part about the family over here. You're hanging out with option writers all the time, and you compare notes. So there you go. Jeff says, Bruce, I agree with you with options for sure. Thank you. The man, skip the practice account, get $2,000 and write November 15 cash secured puts on GameStop for $20 for $1.52 premium. Do it every 30 days. That's $1,800 a year on $2,000. Not a bad return on $2,000. The man goes on to say, but when you find out how easy it is, you'll find a way to get more money in the account to write more of those cash secured puts. You're not going to be limiting yourself to $2,000. This is not financial advice, says the man. Robert, good morning, Uncle Bruce, and all stock market with Brucers. Vladdy is in the house, number 54. Thank you, Vladdy. And Robert, thank you for the thumbs up, even though you don't know what number it is. It's all good, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you all for popping through. The poll question, here we go. 70 votes are in on the poll question now. And the question is pretty direct. Which actor was the best Batman? That's
I am Batman.
That's it. 64% Michael Keaton. Right there. So Michael Keaton is the undisputed leader of this poll question so far. Some of you have done a few write-in votes, but you're not outdoing Michael Keaton by any means, from what I can tell here. Yeah, Michael Keaton. Excuse me, Michael Keaton is definitely leading the way when it comes to which Batman is which is the best Batman of all time. Thank you all for these thumbs ups today as well, and joining us. Great to have you with us, and hope today you'll make a ton of money. We're 12 minutes away from opening up the day here, and we'll see what this market has in store for us. 58 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you all for that. Absolutely wonderful. Appreciate you. Hopefully your links are working out okay. Hopefully my message is coming through okay today, and there are no glitches in the system. Welcome one and all to the party, pals. We're here to write options and make the shrinkage work in our favor. And we thank those gamblers out there who are just throwing money around like drunken sailors. And we're taking the money. We're saying thanks. We're gonna take this cash. 73 votes, 64% for Michael Keaton, 4% for George Clooney, Adam West 22%, and Ben Affleck 9%. I only had room for 4 responses. I couldn't put in 10 of them, so I could have put in more than that. I'll tell you, unbelievable. But anyway, there you have it. Michael Keaton so far is leading the way with who was the best Batman. There you go, everyone. All right. There you go. Dude is saying, Jen kind of primed the vote, She's laughing about that one. Mars Carlisle, the poll is missing the late, great Kevin Conroy. Okay. And Beach Boy Alberto is the best Batman. Much better pile dancing skills as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, Beach Boy, for that thought right there. All the best to Alberto and everyone else out there, wherever you are. Hope you're all just making a ton of cash, that it's coming your way. Thank you very much. And Congratulations, all of you, option writers, each and every one. All right, there we go. My computer is running really slow today. Hope the message is coming out through to you okay. I'm not giving any indications otherwise, but my computer is a little slow at the moment. We are 9 minutes away from opening the session. The Dow is holding a 61-point morning gain, 22-point gain on the S&P, 85 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ has got about 0.4% gain going. S&P about the same thing. The Dow only 0.14 of a percentage, so it's lagging the rest of these guys. Oil is losing more ground now, down 225 at $74.85 US a barrel in Texas. So the the crude oil market backing off. Now this is with a hurricane coming into Florida, disrupting all kinds of Gulf oil operations. This is coming against a backdrop of an Israeli response to those Iranian missiles, and yet oil drops. So it did run up from 65, 66 to 77, but now back to 74.84. There you go. Okay. Just reporting what I see, and that's the way it is today. Welcome to Tuesday, October the 8th. 2024, I think 2 weeks from today, is it? Or 3 weeks? Might be 3 weeks from today. SoFi comes out with their financials the 29th of October. They'll come out pre-market. SoFi will release their financials for the third quarter of the year. The shares this morning for SoFi are $8.34, up 7 cents in the pre-market right now. That's what we see. The high of the session right here, 834 on SoFi. I'd love to see this take a shot for 9 and more. Anytime, SoFi, that'd be fine with me. Rocket Lab 960 down 8 cents today. It would appear. Let me take a look at some of our favorite stocks if I can. See if I can get this list to update. If my computer will cooperate. Yeah, Rocket Lab down 9, SoFi now up 7, the GameStop down 3 cents. Matterport 4.59 down a nickel. 23andMe is sitting at 32 cents a share almost. Spire 9.44, ATIP 9.44. No, that's not right. Spire's 9.44. ATIP is actually 5.69. Got a glitch here. SmartRent 170 a share. Apple is up $1.72 at 223.41. The Tesla shares are up 231. The Microsoft shares 71 cents higher. Google up 62. Amazon up 87 cents. Nvidia is holding a 250 gain, and Meta is up $3.95 at $5.88. Lost $11 yesterday. I know some of you out there are looking at that Meta stock and you're into call credit spreads, put credit spreads, iron condor trades, and you're all over the Meta. You're watching the movement from under 500, well over 500, almost 600. We're all over the place on Meta right now. 588.50 is where the old Facebook is hanging out right now. Goldman Sachs is up 89 cents. Cisco Systems up 15 cents. Arc Innovations down 11. Pfizer had a good day yesterday, but only 62 cents on the upside when it was all said and done with an activist investor getting involved. Right now we're up just 6 cents at 29.26 this morning. HPQ up 9 cents. Unity Software is unchanged. C3.ai Inc. is up 2 pennies, gained 2 cents yesterday. Adobe is recovering 280, but they lost 1993 yesterday. So this is a dead cat bounce recovery. Netflix down is up 274 after losing 1778 yesterday. That's another example of a not so great recovery. IBM, though, charging higher, $227.63, up 50 cents. Vanik Semiconductors up $1.13. Home Depot up $1.19. Enphase down 66 cents. Palantir is ahead 36 cents, and Uber up 67 cents this morning. And those are some of the favorites that we're watching. We are 4 minutes away from opening up the actual session of the day, and we'll see in 4 minutes and beyond just what these markets really are up to or going to be down to once we get this going. Rocket Lab 958 and SoFi now 734 as we see about 370,000 shares go through the system so far today. Welcome everybody to the program. And let's go here. Duda saying Alberto is the hero we need, not the one we asked for. Robert, I miss TWB. When is the show returning? Oh, soon. I'm on the road right now. Big T, hi and bye. Very busy with work lately. Thank you, Big T. Keep working away and make money on the side with options. Get richer. And good to have you popping by and saying hi. Appreciate it. 3 minutes or less until Larry Titus hits the bells and we start trading for Tuesday, October the 8th. 2024. Welcome all to the program here, live from Zermatt, Switzerland, as we close out our little visit here for the year. Jen and I will be a couple more days here, and then we're off on Friday, heading to Hamburg and then to the Queen Mary 2 back to New York City as our trip will conclude, and we'll be back in Calgary at the end of the month. Well, there you have it. That's the story, and we're sticking to it. Thank you all for joining me today. Let's see what else is going on over there. The computer is definitely running, my computer, personally, running slow here, not reacting very quickly to to my tabs to see what's going on over there. It is what it is. We now have 91 votes for this Batman poll. There you go. Thank you again for answering the question. 65% of you are indicating to me that the best actor that played Batman was Michael Keaton. No question, says Auntie Jen. 3% say George Clooney. 23% say Adam West. And then 9% say Ben Affleck. Adam West was the actor that played Batman on television in 1965, 66-ish. And it was fantastic. They did do a movie. They did do a Batman movie back at that time. And they had all the villains in it, along with Catwoman, of course. Oh yes, they had the Riddler, the Joker, the Penguin. They had all those guys in there, and the Penguin. Yeah, the Penguin. The same actors that were in the television series were in the movie, and as I say, the series on television was supposed to be a weekly show, but ABC Television and they're these network executives, they think they know more than they do. They decided, oh yeah, we're gonna put Batman on twice a week. We're gonna put Batman on 2 times a week instead of once a week to go after these ratings. And for the first year, it worked great. Batman was the #1 show on television for the first 2 seasons. Unfortunately, the writers had a problem. Coming up with episode after episode after episode after episode. And the second season, they were really digging for bad guys. And they went into all kinds of other characters for bad guys. And unfortunately, the second season, the Batman program really backed off. I even believe halfway through the year, they went down to once a week. And by the end of the second year, I think it was canceled. I don't think they renewed it. There was talk though that it was either NBC or CBS, one of the other networks. They were discussing the possibility of picking up the Batman series, actually. But for whatever reason, the way it worked out, the set, that elaborate cave set that they had, the Bat Cave, they destroyed it. They completely destroyed all the sets that Batman had, and the owners or production company or whatever, they were not able to make a deal with one of the other networks. Now maybe they left it too late and they weren't able to re-sign the actors. Or there's a lot of mystery behind why Batman didn't last beyond just 2 seasons on network television. To me, it could have been a syndicated show. It could have been done on syndication. They could have made hundreds of episodes and aired them over 4 years, but that didn't happen either. Got to tell you, though, if you were a kid, as I was in 1966, I was 11 years old, to see the Batman television show, you had to see it in color. You couldn't watch it on black and white television. It was such a disservice. Unfortunately, in our house in 1965, 66, we didn't have a color television. I did see Batman in color in other friends' houses from time to time, and it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning to see, compared to a Western, to see a Batman television show in color compared to a Western. Oh my God, it was uncomparable. But, 5 years later, in 1970, 71, maybe Batman would have lasted longer. But I don't know. It was what it was. And what can I say? It is what it is. Larry Titus, thank you. I've killed enough time here to get Larry to ring the bells. Thanks, my man. I appreciate you for that. We're open now and we're trading. So you don't have to listen to me and my childhood stories of trying to watch Batman in color, being in a poor household with a black and white TV. Have a great day, everybody. Says Be the Casino. Robert Adam West, in my opinion, is the best one. Nicholas, also best Batman versus shark scene ever. And Ebby, what would you do with $8,000 in cash right now? Interesting question. 120 episodes aired on the ABC network for 3 seasons from January 1266 to March 1468. Thank you for these updates. Richard Carlin is going neat, Mr. Premium of the option. Happy Tuesday, time to fill our pockets. You know it, my friend. Appreciate you all for that. What should one do with $8,000 right now? If you've
Christmas is coming.
Okay, Jen, thank you for that. Okay. Trying to figure out how to make money with money. What do you do with $8,000 at the moment? And should you now? Of course, I'm going to make a couple of assumptions here because if you're brand new to option writing and you have $8,000, you are you're in a scenario here where you need to understand what it is options are and how they work. And my number one recommendation in the next few weeks, starting as soon as you can, get over to the website and start taking these classes. Because if you are looking to do option writing or anything like that right now, and you haven't taken any classes, you are automatically setting yourself up for failure because you're just not going to be aware of the basics of the business. You have to give yourself every opportunity to succeed, and you've got to get these classes under your belt as soon as you can. If every second or third day you watch another one of these classes, they're an hour and a half to 2 hours long. There's no tests, none like that. No surprise exams, nothing like that. There's no There's no pop quizzes and there's no essays. So, you know, if in a month you can watch 6 or 8 of the classes and in another month get the rest done, that is pretty quick. And again, I know some of you out there, you're super motivated people and you'll watch 2 classes a day. You'll watch in a week 10, 12 classes. But the problem with that is that you're trying to absorb too much too fast. In my humble opinion, take your time, rewatch these classes, hang out here for a while, and get comfortable with what's going on. That's number one. From there, we shall see. Because if you have taken all 17 classes and you've been here a while, you know exactly what to do with $8,000. You know exactly the kind of trades that work for you and your tolerance level, your risk level, your timing level, needs, you know, whether you have pressing bills coming up or anything like that. $8,000 can be put to work in many ways when it comes to writing options, and extremely conservative, you know, once in a while trading to very active trading strategies can be employed with capital down. If you're listening to this answer, any of you pretty well figure out, yeah, there is no simple answer to this question, is there? There isn't. There just isn't. And so classes. Take the classes. Otherwise, you're just asking for it. Sharon is in the house, number 76. Hello, Sharon from New Jersey. Welcome to the show today. Jen is looking forward to seeing you in New York. I think you're coming to Carmine's, I think. You and the author himself, I think you're both coming. We're looking forward to seeing you at the end of the month. Anyway, that's down the road. I see the market down 41 points on the Dow Jones. We're 3 minutes into the opening, if that. We were up 50 points all pre-market, and I said to you, this is a dead cat bounce. We lost 398 points yesterday. Only a 50-point gain. That's not going to last. We're down 41 right now. So there you go. Not a lot to get excited about there. We'll see how long this holds and how it plays out and all that good stuff. Welcome all to the show. We're up 21 on the S&P 500, which is a third of a point. And we're up about 100 on the NASDAQ, a little over 0.5%. So it's a mixed bag opening at the moment. And we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours with this hurricane coming to Florida. We're down $2 on oil at 74.96. That's where we are there. And we'll just see how that, that all plays out. There's so much interconnected here with the hurricane and the Israeli situation, the Ukrainian-Russia situation, and on and on and on we go. I've got Rocket Lab down 2 cents, AI down 8, GameStop is up 16 cents, actually climbing. I see SoFi up 9 cents to 8.36 at the moment. Nvidia up 288 to 130.60. The SoFi shares did get to 852 yesterday. They've got to 840 so far today, and we're at 835 right now. And so there's the early few first minutes of trading coming through here. Apple is holding a 269 gain. Tesla's up $1.23 at $242. Google's up 52 cents. Microsoft is up 98 cents. Netflix is up 690. Meta up 420. Amazon a 147 higher. Super Microcomputer down 205 at 45.69. Stuck between 40 and 50 right now. Uber up 60 cents. Adobe up $2. AMD up 46 cents. Unity down 3. Enphase down 220. Spire down 11. Cisco down 15. Moderna up down 18. Pfizer's up 6 cents. IBM is up 45. HPQ down 43. Home Depot is up $4. $412. Vanik Semiconductors up 55. Centino's, Goldman Sachs up 136. Boeing up a dime. Target up 52. JP Morgan down 240. Costco up a $10, up a sawbuck, up $10. $8.84 a share on Costco. Walmart up 47 cents. Disney is down 64. American Airlines up 32. DraftKings up 78 cents. AMC down a penny. Royal Caribbean 181 a share, up 153. There you go. Those are some of the early quotes. The Dow now down 16, with the S&P up 24, Nasdaq up 110. So mixed, but the Dow seems to be recovering a little here. We'll find out going through the morning just what happens. A 2104 on GameStop up 14, and $8.34 a share on SoFi up 7 cents. Rocket Lab is now +2 at $9.70 a share. Those are the early first in the morning quotes, 11 minutes into the session so far. And, that's the best part about this option business. If markets don't move a lot, you don't care. You make money. If markets go up, you make money. Markets go down, you're going to make money. Rollovers will ensure that. And time depreciation is the win-win-win strategy for all option writers. Remember, this Friday, 3 days from now, option expiry Friday. It'll be the second one of the month. Next week, Friday, the third Friday of the month, is the big one, and that will be the third Friday of the third of October. That will be a big one. The biggest one, I guess, would have been September. The next big one is December, the third Friday in December. So the third Friday of every month is an active expiry session, and that is in 10 days from now. So any of you writing calls, puts that die next week, Friday, keep in mind that is an excellent session, an excellent time to write contracts out to, especially on credit spreads, because a ton of contracts die that Friday. So there you go. Thoughts for you to consider. The Dow now down 72. We're backing off again. S&P only up 20. NASDAQ up 101. There it is. Hurricane Milton will make landfall tomorrow in Florida, and there will be flooding galore. Wind damage, of course, but flooding will be bad, bad, bad. The Tampa area hasn't been hit like it's about to get hit since the 20s, 100 years ago. Apparently, direct hit coming. Not good. Not at all good, but it's going to be happening whether you like it or not. So there you go, kids. I'm just telling you. We'll see what this market, how it reacts to it, and we'll know in the next few days just which public companies are going to be most directly affected by this or not, and we'll go from there. What can I say? Welcome all to the program. Great to have you here. See what's going on here. Apparently, Honeywell, it's a Dow component stock. They're talking about a spin-off. One of their companies are going to spin off into a separate company. We'll see how successful that comes out to be over the next several months, I would imagine. We'll see what's going on there. Not much else to tell you about. Politics as usual is dominating the news. I don't want to go there, so I'm going to avoid that. Interest rates might not drop as much as hoped if inflation perks back up again. We're watching that closely and following that discussion. There's a lot of talk out there about what's going to happen with inflation through the fall and the winter here. Time will tell all about that. And that's all I got. I really can't tell you much more than that at this point. We are watching this market try to sort itself out. We're down 60 on the Dow, up 19 on S&P, up 87 NASDAQ, oil down 231. That's what we have going on. We have 63% of all the folks who are answering the poll question today. 63% are saying that Michael Keaton was the best Batman. 113 votes now. Michael Keaton is leading with 63%. George Clooney has 5%. Adam West 23%. And Ben Affleck at 9%. Those are some of the results there. And well, what can I tell you? It is what it is. Michael Keaton is by far leading the pack.
And he's definitely the best Beetlejuice.
Well, was there ever any other Beetlejuice?
Well, there is on Broadway now.
Okay. B. Tizzle is asking if did you happen to notice there were 20 million shares of GameStop trade right at the close on September the 20th? That was the last quadruple witching day, the last one, and the price didn't move at all when they went through. I didn't notice it. Don't know anything about it. And of course, as usual, GameStop hasn't said a single thing since they raised another $400 million. Stock's at $20.95, and they've got $4.5 billion cash in the bank, more than $10 a share in cash with a $21 stock price. So that's all we got, and we wait and wait and wait for anything to come out of there. That's all she wrote. We're down 60 on the Dow, unchanged on SoFi. AI down a nickel, Rocket Lab up 4. So it's a very quiet start here. $130.57 on NVIDIA. We're up $285 a share. Very good market there. As speculation mounts on the future of NVIDIA and how they'll do. Question from Dude. Did you ever see the movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton? He clones himself. Pretty funny. Yeah, it is the best. And of course, the third one is the best one. I like pizza in my wallet. I keep a pizza in my wallet. And he refers to Michael Keaton as Steve. Thanks, Steve. What's his name in the movie?
I don't know, but
It's not Steve. Yeah. Pretty good movie, for sure.
Got Eugene Levy in it.
Eugene Levy. How can you go wrong? You got Eugene Levy in that movie. Yes, sir. Yes. A great movie. Multiplicity. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's pretty good. Multiplicity. Yes, Mr. Keaton was rather busy making that movie, to say the least. Take after take after take.
Yeah.
Indeed. There you have it. Yeah, at least. Very, very good. Well, there you have it, kids. We're open. That much I can tell you. We're down 33 on the Dow, and we got a 6-cent gain now on Rocket Lab. We're up 12 cents on GameStop. We're unchanged on SoFi. And we're up 254 on NVIDIA. So far, that is what we're doing. Spicy is saying here, Uncle Bruce, I sold a credit spread. I did 10 of them. 129, 131 call spread. I got 79 cents for them, and that was a good one or not. Now I'm looking at that 139, 129, 131. I'm going to assume you're doing this on NVIDIA. I'm going to take a guess that you wrote a credit spread on NVIDIA, and saying I sold the 129, I bought a 131 on a call spread, right? Yeah. And right now the 129 is in the money, $1.22, and the other one is out of the money at the moment by 70 cents. I wouldn't encourage this trade as a call credit spread because it's right at the money. Now, you might have done this. I don't know if you did. Did you say you did this today? I still trying to. Did you do this last week when the stock was 120 something, 122? The stock has now come up to you? Because Spicy saying, yes, sorry. So if you've done this trade recently, the stock has come up to you here. Now, here's the good news. Okay. Because it's a credit spread trade with only a $2 spread, the entire risk that Spicy has got on the table, gross, is $200 less the credit received, which was $1.79. Sorry, 79-cent credit. So let's round it up to 80. So Spicy is risking $1.20 or $120 on one of those. Now 10, that's a $1,200 risk. Spicy says I did these yesterday. Okay, so at the moment you're risking $1,200 as a potential loss if the shares stay above 129 a share. If the shares go below 129 a share, then those contracts are all out of the money and they will depreciate along with the spread, which means you keep that credit. You make a profit of $79 per position, $790. So I would be watching this very closely because right now the stock at 130.17 is, nicely in the money. However, having said all that, the stock has had a very good week. This is the week that has been for NVIDIA, very good week. And if we look at a pretty good month, I mean, really, look at where it's come from down there. But we know something about NVIDIA on this channel. We know NVIDIA can go up or down $10 a day, $100, from the old school when it used to be 10 for one more expensive, but we know it's, it can move $3 to $5 to $10 in a day anytime. Now, will the shares hold 340? Will they go beyond, or will they back off? If they back off, well, then Spicy's in good shape. Next time, go higher and further out. Yes. Now, what you can do, Spicy. I don't know when these expire, so I don't know the dates that you've put together here, but at any time you can do a rollover of these contracts where in theory you would go forward in time. Again, if they expire this Friday or next Friday, you might go forward a couple of Fridays beyond that, and you might go with a 132 to 134 or a 133 to a 135 range. Still $2 spread, but with more time on those contracts, there could be a better spread for you to make this spread, and you're out of the money. On the other hand, if these contracts have 2 or 3 weeks to go, theoretically you could wait. Now, I'm seeing another comment here, Friday. They die this Friday. So yes, you've got to be very vigilant. Right now at 130.64, your calls are $1.64 in the money. You've been given an 80-cent credit and 79-cent credit. You're upside down about 83 cents, 85 cents, something like that. That's $850 that you're losing in theory, because we don't take into account the fact that there's a time premium on both contracts. Even the 131 out of the money has a bit of time value to it. But you could consider a rollover. Now, I would check the option chain and look for next Friday, the Friday after, or the Friday after. I'd look out to the third Friday of November, just for the hell of it. And can you do a rollover forward where you can close these two out with whatever the spread is and get into the next spread and be protected that way? Again, you've got some homework to do. Spicy says, I'm testing this out with little spreads before I do more. Yeah. Now, as far as yesterday and today, okay, the shares yesterday obviously moved up a little bit on you. They were likely in the 123 to 125 range. I'm guessing they took a shot. and you decided to go 129.31. I would be a minimum of 10 to 15% out on this trade. I would also be looking at $5 spreads and not $2 spreads on NVIDIA. Because it's an expensive stock, I would rather that you wrote, say, as of yesterday, you would have been writing maybe 135.40s or 138, 143s, something like that. Now, as of today, if you're writing a spread for next Friday or the Friday after, I would be looking at writing call spreads right now at about 145 to 150, 147, 152. I'd go that far up, that far out. But again, I would shop for the best credit spread coming your direction. On the put side, to be behind the market, I would be at 1 to 110 right now. I'd be between 1 and 110, somewhere in that range. 105, 105, 110, 107, 102, 102.97. That would be my guess at this point. Just my thought on it. All right. You can go further than that. You can do a $10 spread, but that's $1,000 a position. You can do $20 spreads, and yeah, you can. But on NVIDIA, $5 to $10 spreads are quite reasonable. It can be reasonable from a percentage return point of view. And if you can pull in say a 5 to 10% return in, say, less than 2 weeks, between 1 and 2 weeks, excellent. I would say that's an excellent return on your money. So you've got to check those option chains right now going forward. This is Tuesday. You have till tomorrow and Thursday to do a rollover if necessary, of course, but over 131 and higher, you can't lose any more money. You can only lose the spread between the $2 and the 79 cents that you received, less any premiums you might get on the contracts above book value. Okay, there you go. And 86 UB, good morning. I have no idea what this is. This the thumbs up, perhaps? H. Gregory, I hope so. Thank you. Keep them coming. Okay, anyway, 130.39 on NVIDIA. The high of the day today, 130.99. That's the high of the day today, and that was right on the opening, but it did slump back, and now it's a little higher. The Dow is now 13 to the positive. S&P's up 30, and NASDAQ up 142. Will these stocks hold this gain all day? Will they add to the gain? I'm talking about the overall market, including NVIDIA. Or will there be a midday slump? And will we see in the next 2 or 3 hours a pullback on the markets to just see how strong this rally is? Could it be that NVIDIA drops to the 128.50 level this afternoon, putting all of these contracts out of the money for Spicy? And could it be at that point in time that Spicy might go, okay, well, these contracts are out of the money. My spread is what? Is there a gain there? Is there a break even there? Spicy might decide at that time to close out this trade with a break even and then turn right around and create a new spread for this Friday or next Friday further ahead of the market into that mid 130, high 130, low 140 neighborhood instead. Okay, Spicy, you have your instructions as to what to do today. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, any idea why airlines are pumping higher these days? Why? Well, yeah, there's the Christmas season thing. The bad news for the airlines is that Boeing being on strike means even spare parts might be an issue, but it's too early to tell. Lower interest rate environment could be better for airlines financing their jets and operations. If the U.S. economy keeps growing jobs and doesn't go into a recession, good for transports. So there's another reason. I mean, there's those reasons. But I don't have a specific single reason to give you. Of course, the one to remember and keep in mind, we're down 270 on oil right now. If Oil goes down to the low 60s. Aviation fuel will be much lower per gallon. And there, right there, is a good reason for airlines to have a bounce. Okay. Same with cruise stocks, cruise ships, fuel usage. The lower the fuel cost, the better. Maybe that's it. Rocket Lab is surging. It's up to $9.99. It's up 32 cents right now. Rocket Lab, $10 a share right now on Rocket Lab. Just jumped up here. AI is up 39 cents. GameStop up 26. SoFi up a dime. NVIDIA up 373. Something is moving the market right now. Bobby is seeing that as well. I see this Rocket Lab knocking on the door of $10. I got the Dow up 6.4 points. 36-point gain on S&P, 189 on NASDAQ. So the entire market is rallying a little right now. Don't know what the reason for it is. I don't know how solid it is. I don't know how deep this is. But Rocket Lab is 10.02. AI is up 40 cents to 24.50. GameStop 21.25 now. SoFi 8.38 up 11. NVIDIA 131.55. We definitely have an up move. We got Apple up almost $4. Tesla's up 219 right now. We've got Google up 109, Microsoft up 420, Netflix up $15, recovering all its losses from yesterday. Meta is up 669 or something like that, 670. Amazon up 170 a share. EI Lilly up $19. Super Micro did not react well yet. It's still down 250 at 45.21. Uber's up 225. Adobe is up $6. AMD up 145. Unity up 16 cents. So there seems to be some gains here. I don't have the answer handy what exactly is moving some of these stocks. I don't know what it is. The Dow now is up just 3.6 after being down close to 100. S&P up 35 and NASDAQ up 183. There it is, 996 now on Rocket Lab, having just touched 10 for a moment. SoFi 841, up 14 cents on your SoFi. NVIDIA right now 131.32, holding a 360 gain. The high on NVIDIA 131.64, and we're at 131.32 on NVIDIA, just a little below the high of the session that just got hit about a minute or two ago. That was the high of the day for NVIDIA. Welcome to the party, pal. I don't know what party we're into, but we're into an up movement with the Dow trying to get some recovery going, but it did lose 398 points yesterday, so the Dow has a bit of work to do yet. Okay, there you go, kids. Welcome to the party, everybody. There you go. I don't know what else to tell you. Always watch those markets. Respect stocks when you're writing credit spreads. I don't care if they're puts or calls. 10% minimum out of the money on either side of that market. Anything closer than that, you're playing with fire and you could get burned. It's true, though, that NVIDIA could drop to 125 at any time, but there are no guarantees of that. You don't want to play this game when you're into spreads. So be mindful of stocks like NVIDIA if you're getting too close to the mark. Definitely a 10% spread minimum is what you want to have. So right now, $13 ahead or behind the stock is where you should be on NVIDIA, in my opinion. Okay. GameStop 21.16. You can do put credit spreads, 17s to 19s. You can do 18s to 16s, 18.15s, $2-3 spreads, easy there. AI, we're at 24.49. You can do 20s down to 15s, anywhere in there. $2 spread, 3, 4, 5. Again, on puts, I would be $4 or $5 behind the stock. On the call side, I'd be at 29, 30, 31 on the call side of AI. With Rocket Lab at 996, I would be looking to write $12 cash secured puts January 2026, perhaps 14s if you can muster those. That's a thought. There you go. SoFi, 837. I'd be looking at doing $10 cash secured puts up to $12 cash secured puts on SoFi. I would be looking at that. All righty. Let's see. What's she saying here? Rocket Lab, Jan 2025, $10 cash secured puts going for 188 for the Jan 25s. Yeah, the Jan 26s, I think they're going for more than that with an extra year of time on them. Yep, indeed. There's some money in them there, Hills. I'm going to write January 25, so that's an 18% return on your $10 right. You put up $1,000 and get 188 back right now. That's 18% on your money. If you can write 26s and bring in $3+ for every 3 or so that you write, you can bring enough money in to write another one. So if you write 30 of them, you can write probably 10 more, and then you can write 3.3 more, and then 1 more. So you can write and write and write yet again. Not a bad way to play that game. Interesting stuff, everybody. Dow is now up 23 again. Another little surge, a buy surge coming through. Rocket Lab 995 up 27. AI up 37 cents. GameStop 2109 up 19. SoFi up a dime at 837. Nvidia 131.26 after hitting 131.60 odd so far this morning. Cindy, hey, Uncle Bruce. I have poor man cover calls on Palantir, but I have to keep rolling out. That stock is booming. I was able to write my long out to June 2026. Nice going. Nice work, Cindy, and writing covered calls and rolling them forward. Yeah, just go with the flow. Making money on the deep in the monies and trying to take depreciation on the other side. Well done. If you're now writing $42 to $45 calls, take the cash. Yeah, absolutely, Cindy. Way to go. You can at any time do a reversal. Anytime you want, Cindy, you can shut everything down on this trade and then take all the money that you got into the Palantir and now write $45 cash secured puts going forward 6 months, a year, and taking that premium. You can play that game too and not hold the stock or the contract. But whatever works. Yeah, that's the beauty of the options market. Boy, can you play this so many ways. Fantastic. 998 Rocket Lab. Go Rocket Lab. Go through 10, please. Giddy up. 838 on SoFi. Let's go to 850, 875, $9. Come on, SoFi. Let's go. Go to 950 so that all those cash secured put writers at 10 and 12 will go, ooh, I like this game, Uncle Bruce. I love this game. That's what I want to see going on around here. Giddy up, kids. We're up 35 on the S&P, up 177 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 1%. S&P's up 2/3 of a point. The Dow is up 2/100ths of a percentage point. The Dow is not leading the market higher. It's getting sucked along reluctantly. Oil down 284. Down 284 to 74.30 on oil with a massive hurricane barreling across the Gulf right now. Unbelievable what's going on over there. Unbelievable. All right, kids, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me today from wherever in the world you are located. And thank you for answering the poll question today. 133, I think, have come through. 133 answers at least. 65% of you have been hanging around this Michael Keaton answer. You've been saying that, Bruce, these Batman guys, these actors who've been playing Batman, we kind of like the way Michael Keaton did it. And 65% of you have decided that Michael Keaton is the best Batman. As far as you're concerned, well, Auntie Jen agrees with you. And so I don't know if that gets you a prize, but, I happen to think Michael Keaton also, in my humble opinion, was the best bet, man. At least I thought so. Yeah, not bad. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all for joining us and giving us thumbs ups today and answering the poll question and reacting to some of our commentary. It's great to hear from you. Great to see you. Relax, enjoy, keep an eye on the markets. Take your pound of flesh and take another one and take another one and take another one and be respectful of these markets and these stocks. Make sure to do rollovers when necessary and keep on top of that. Thank you again for those of you who have signed up for classes. Any of you having problems with your classes or links, you let me know and we'll try to get you set up. And way to go, kids. Thank you all for joining us from, like I say, from wherever you are watching. 95 thumbs ups have come in today. That's pretty good stuff. Much appreciated. Please keep those coming in if you can. And again, thank you for enjoying and participating in today's Batman poll question for today. And thanks for being participants in that. All right, guys, we're going to get going here. Our connection is getting worse and worse. Thank you very, very much. Apparently, Vilbus is saying that in NFL news, the Jets have fired their coach. Oops, that sideline hug wasn't working out too well between him and Mr. Rogers. Oops. Jets. What, 6 games into the season? You're gone. You're gone. A nice, patient franchise. Maybe they'll hire Belichick. Maybe they'll bring Belichick in. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh no. Charlie C2, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Have a great day, all. Let's make lots of moolah. That's a good point there, Charlie. I'm with you. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining us. And keep me posted on how you're doing, and we'll see you for sure tomorrow. All the best from Zermatt. Bye for now. Say goodbye, Jen.
Bye.
Bye.
I am back.